Well, I was counting down from my cue at 15. So hopefully now I'm going to come in mid-sentence. That's what everyone always likes. Or maybe even less than that. Like, you never know. You never know. Hi, everyone. My name's konbanmiao, and I've got the jank voice today for JANKuary. Because I'm getting over a gnarly cold. That's what everyone likes. Excuse me, so I'll try not to cough at you too much today. Celine and friends, thank you so much for that awesome showcase. God, I love the CDI. Mid-sentence, that's it. That's how we do it. That's how we do it around my place. Yeah, no, it's I'm like thrilled. Not only do we have this little edutainment CDI block, but also that like it's with two VTubers doing it. But, you know, that's awesome as well. So I'm really excited for this game. I think you should be too. It's got many secrets, and yes, I will say, Dogdeveloper is saying that the CDI is a treasure trove, and I think everyone knows the CDI for like the YouTube poops and the memes for the 4 games that Animation Magic did, and more. But there's so many different games, and I've played a lot of them in the last couple of years. And every CDI game I play is delightfully strange in its own way. So it really is a catalog worth checking out, and we'll talk more about that towards the end. But I'm playing on actual hardware today, and I'm going to hope to God that this CDI holds up, which is why it looks a little wider, because this is a PAL CDI. So let's get started, shall we? Speaking of Animation Magic, did you know that they made another game that's not a Nintendo property? Let's find out if this will load. Thank God it does. That's true. That's true. My voice is worn out from the yelling. Okay, I'm going to be quiet because we got some goodness coming up. Allegedly.
It's summer vacation for young Dash Daniels.
That's him.
He and his cat Mozart are spending it in Egypt with Dash's aunt,
as one does
Olivia
with
Pitt,
their pet,
a professor of archaeology. The pair are digging near a recently discovered pyramid in a remote part of the Sahara Desert, when they unearth what looks like a stone door.
Note the depth and the top of that door.
The hieroglyphs around the door reveal that the pyramid contains forgotten secrets
and how much the two
of
them
long and healthy life.
How much the two of them needed to have dug to get to that point.
Excited by their find, Dash and his aunt dig out the sand from around the door, and it suddenly rumbles open.
Gasp!
Revealing a dark passage beyond.
Oh, what's in there?
They enter cautiously, but suddenly the door slams shut behind them, sealing them inside.
Dun dun dun! There we go. Video.
Well, Dash, we're in a bit of a jam.
You can say that again, Aunt Olivia.
Well, Dash, we're in a bit of a jam. Sorry, I had to.
Well, I'll be a sphinx's whisker.
There's a cat.
I am Tofu.
Hi, Tofu.
God of wisdom.
No! Okay, we're gonna try this one more time. My CDI's been so finicky lately. I actually turned it on to do my testing, and it said error on the LED screen, which I've never seen before. So give me 1 second. We're gonna try this one more time. I will summarize. The cutscene played flawlessly today, twice. And now it's being a pill. So you're gonna hear this delicious CDI tray opening sound. Maybe I have to pull on it. Do you hear that rumble? I'm gonna rumble it back in. Yeah, that's the sound of 25 years or whatever. That's 30 at this point. Okay, I'm gonna hopefully skip the. We're gonna watch this again. If it doesn't work, I will summarize and cry. I almost did a recording to back up. Oh, I have to turn it on, don't I? I almost did a recording to back up, but then it was working, and I was like, no, everything's good. But I should have known it's the CDI. All right, let's try this one more time. Reboot! I haven't even started the timer yet, so. Oh boy. I would try to skip this opening part again, but I think I can't skip to the video. It just skips directly to the game. So I'm gonna touch nothing, hopefully. Please, CDI gods.
It's summer vacation for young Dash Daniels.
Wow, again.
He and his cat Mozart are spending it in Egypt with Dash's aunt,
Mozart the
Olivia
cat.
Pitt, a professor of archaeology.
Also, Olive Pit. I just noticed that.
The pair are digging near a recently discovered pyramid
All the names of this
in a
game are
remote part of
terrible.
the Sahara Desert, when they unearth what looks like a stone door.
I'm telling you, they're digging for days. Like that's
The
like
hieroglyphs
that's like
around
12
the
feet
door
of digging.
reveal that the pyramid
and-
contains
and it's really
forgotten
like
secrets.
what is
of
that?
a
At least
long
like
and healthy
30 feet
life.
back? How long are they digging here? What is this?
Excited by their find, Dash and his aunt dig out the sand from around the door, and it suddenly rumbles open, revealing a dark passage beyond.
She got that compass on her wrist? Good, I guess.
They enter cautiously,
That's not in the game.
but suddenly the door slams shut behind them, sealing them inside.
Okay, come on, CDI, you can do it. You can do it. I believe in you.
Well, Dash, we're in a bit of a jam.
You can say that again, Aunt
Everyone together
Olivia.
now. Well, Dash, we're in a bit of a jam.
Well, I'll be a sphinx's whisker.
God, look at that hand.
I
Tofu.
am Tofu, god of wisdom. And you, Professor Pitt, and your nephew, Dash Daniels,
Dash
are
Daniels?
trapped in the lost pyramid.
It's got a full name.
Why us, oh wise guy?
Yeah, why us?
The evil pharaoh Antu
Oh.
wishes to continue his 4,000-year reign undisturbed by the outside world.
Reign of what? The pyramid?
Yo, how do you guys do that?
That's a good question.
Listen, Dash. I am Yam, goddess of good health.
Hi, Yam.
Antu has cursed our pyramid.
How can we help?
Learn the secrets of our pyramid and restore to the goddess Yam what is hers.
Cool.
I
Cool.
shall certainly help destroy.
Oh, no.
What's happening? Dash!
Problems.
Help me!
Aunt Olivia.
Antu has captured her.
Oh, no.
Ow.
Oh,
We've got to save her.
cat just
Let
talks.
me at him.
No problem.
Ah, but first you'll need
Used
some
to it.
gold coins.
Sweet magic beans.
May wisdom and good fortune be with you.
Also, I hope you all caught the voice of the cat, because we will never hear that voice
Antu's
again.
curse must be lifted.
Yes, oh healthy one. Can I go now?
This kid.
Let my Ankh of Truth and the Pyramid of Life guide you.
I don't know what the Ankh of Truth is. Never seen it.
Come on, Mozart.
Yeah,
We've
Mozart.
gotta find Aunt Olivia and break this curse.
Uh-oh. Here he is.
I am Antu,
Aw.
the Magnificent. You and your aunt will never leave this pyramid.
Doesn't care.
What an attitude.
This game is so 90s. All right, that's it. It worked. We got the whole thing. All right, you ready? You're not ready. I love this game. I'm the only person who runs this at the moment, and so I get to set the rules. And as Dash Daniels stares into our soul, God, I hate him so much. Time begins on the first input, so that's when we're gonna do it. 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Okay, so I'm gonna ruin the surprise of this game right away. What? Oh, no, that's just my capture card, which will be great for my Lester run later. I'm gonna ruin the surprise of this game right away. First of all, it took me a long time to figure out that the way this mouse works is not the way mouse works. You don't point at things, you have to point, like, with the tail above them. This is an edutainment game about the food pyramid. It was, I'm gonna get this right because I always forget which group did this. It was directed and funded by the National Cancer Institute. It may have been a promotional item. I've only seen that on one, place. There's very little information about this game. But it's a really rare CDI game because I have scoured through CDI magazines to try to find out when this came out and how much it cost and when it was sold. And CDI, they used to love, at the end of both the manuals for the CDI games, it's in, every one, and also in, CDI magazine, of which there were not many, but boy howdy did they want to tell you how you could buy CDI games by mail. So, I cannot find this one anywhere. This game either came out in 93, 96, or 95, depending where you look. The back of the case says 93, inside the manual says 96, and the manual and the front of the disc both say 95. So, your guess is as good as mine. But we're gonna learn about the food pyramid while literally moving through the food pyramid. So let's do it. This is a platforming game. So we get to run around and jump in beautiful, like 24 frames per second. And if you don't know the CDI, CDI games have between 2 and 3 buttons. Those buttons are 1, 2, and 1 plus 2. Because a lot of CDI controllers only have 2 buttons. And so if you wanted functionality across the many different controllers that they had, you would have to make sure that pressing 2 buttons together constituted your 3rd button. And most CDI games, for that reason, do not have pause screens because there is no pause button on any controller that I can find. Maybe one had one. I'm already taking damage. So you can see that we've got a slingshot. We will show that off in a little bit. The easiest way to do things in this game is to just jump on things like Mario. Because it's way easier. It only takes 1 hit, and shooting them takes 2. So I don't really use the slingshot, but I will show it off a little bit to you. The music in this game has absolutely no business being as good as it is. It's extremely good. It's extremely good, and you'll hear it as it goes along. And yeah, so actually another interesting fact, so this game does require the digital video cartridge, which was an add-on to like play movies and some games on the CDI. We'll come back to that because this is our first mini game that we are so lucky to play. This is Sobek the Crocodile, and we're gonna feed him carbs because if you have noticed, we are in the carbohydrates portion of the pyramid and everything is carbohydrates themed. We are gonna play this a little bit, and the nice thing is that the thing we need is just always right there to the right. I'm gonna get 200 currency, magic coins, I think she said in the beginning, something like that. Because we need to buy a couple of things, which we'll see very soon. So yes, this needs the digital video cartridge, which interestingly on the CD, there is some cut content of all of the cutscene we just watched rendered in the like the frame animation style that was in all of the other Animation Magic games. If they had not decided to go with a compressed video, this game would not need the digital video cartridge, to my knowledge, because that's the only thing that uses it. So this is a little bit of a challenge to emulate, although there's been a lot of really cool movement in the CDI emulation space. It is great for preservation to see more accessibility for these wonderful games. All right, so we're gonna get up to on this with that animal cracker. I also would have thought that animal crackers with all of their sugar were not a carbohydrate, but this game plays pretty fast and loose with what it considers a food group for its educational purposes and development. It was developed partially in part, I think the entire story and like concept was done by a former either middle school or high school teacher, which is pretty neat. Like, that's cool that the National Cancer Institute and a teacher made a video game. It's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. All right, so we have gotten a whole lot of money, which is excellent, because now we're gonna go to what everyone has in their pyramid, this ancient vending machine, because we need to buy a lot of food, because yes, there is a eating mechanic in this game. We have to feed Dash Daniels, and we need to feed him the healthy shit. But we're not gonna be feeding him until he tells us his tummy's rumbling, which he will. You shall see it. So we're just gonna buy a little bit of everything, staying away from the foods that are not good. This game is really weird. You're gonna hear me say that a lot. It's a very odd game. And I love all these stock sound effects that are in like every other video game and clearly from the CD that everybody had in the 90s. You're gonna hear a lot of stuff that you've heard a lot of other places. So we had our first mini game. We have the privilege of playing 5 of them. All of them are terrible. This game is mostly just like walk to the next place and try not to die. You can see my pyramid life in the corner. We will get up to 5 lives, and we'll get our first health refill very shortly. This game is also really well coded, as you can see from me jumping through this section of the wall right here. You will see me after I jump through walls. I don't do it very often, but you'll usually see me go the opposite direction, because after you do that, you can't move the direction you were going anymore a lot of the time. There are lots of places you can jump through walls, but you don't necessarily want to do it on all of them because you will just get out of the game and like get stuck moving across the bottom and soft lock it completely. Here's the Sphinx.
1,000 years without a square meal.
I'm hungry. Bring me a square meal.
So like I said, there is a feeding mechanic for Dash Daniels, but whenever we have the Sphinx, we have to feed the Sphinx, which is right here. So now we're gonna very slowly feed this creature. For speedrunning purposes, we can move the mouse when we're not, when it's not visible, which is really neat and sometimes very helpful. Oh, I've almost made it. Once again, notice that the mouse, it took me a good 5 minutes to figure out how to pick up anything on any screen. Because that is decidedly not how a mouse works. I don't know how they messed that up. That should have been the part that they all understood. But that, you know, CDI, that's just the way that this goes.
Thank you, Dash.
So you've seen that we have refilled our health. We'll see the Sphinx 2 more times, and he will give us 1 extra health and refill it when we do that. On the previous screen, we had to just press, and if you try to hold, it gets really wonky. This screen, we have to press and hold to move objects. Who knew? So I'll just show off the slingshot a little bit as we go along with this. On every different level, we shoot different things. On this level, we shoot rice cakes. Hooray. Let's continue. Now that we've talked to the Sphinx and fed him and learned about the feeding mechanic, we can go through this door. How nice. All right, so now we're gonna meet our next NPC, who's gonna sell us some stuff. He has been really irritating to talk to recently, like that.
Hi, Dash. I am the merchant at SAP. Interested in some worm-whacking wheels?
Boy, howdy
Just
am I.
50 gold coins?
50 gold coins. What's up is pasta backwards. We're gonna get these worm-whacking wheels, or worm-waking wheels, as this says. And we're gonna go on. Let's continue. I actually do not know who any of the voices are in this game for reasons that will become apparent very soon. But we'll talk a little bit more about it as we go on. Okay, so here are the aforementioned worms. We're ready to wake them. Here we go. Take that. Rolling this wheel along. I don't know why this item exists, because you also can just jump on them like everything else. This game is very strange. I don't know why a lot of this game exists. There were just so many decisions that I guess odd. Okay, we're gonna very carefully jump through this as well, because I don't want to clip off the screen. Oh, please. Or I might just get hit by a worm and take no damage. That's cool. I also don't know why that did no damage to me. Okay. Normally this works. All right, well, we're gonna run the long way because who cares? Oh, Dash Daniels, I'm gonna jump backwards because I can't turn to the right anymore. There we go. Perfect. I guess we can keep using our wheels. This is a long run, which is why I normally like to jump through that, but it's all good. Extra content, right? Yeah, we're waking the worms, as one does. I'm running out of wheels soon. Note the voice of this cat is not going to match what we heard.
Dash, Aunt Olivia is imprisoned on the next level. You're headed in the right direction, but the danger is great.
I do not know who they hired for the opening thing, but it was not that person. They must have changed directions halfway through development. We're gonna talk to that cat a lot. All right, here we go on our next minigame. This is the worst version of Pac-Man that you have ever seen. If it will load. Oh, please CDI, there we go. All right, so you can see there are 2 items flashing. Oh my God, no, thank you. I don't know why I couldn't go right. We gotta go collect them. This reminds me of Mathman, if any of you had ever saw Square One as a child. Mathman. I just can't go through that section for some reason. I learned today that you can do this though, which is pretty cool. And helpful for when this game just decides it arbitrarily wants to put you in between something that you cannot get to. If you take the wrong thing, then more heads appear, and this gets exponentially harder. But we're gonna try not to do that. The pie is a lie, it is not a carbohydrate. That's a yam. Hi, yam. It should be, oh, hello, oatmeal, please. And pasta, that should be it. Oh, no, I lied. Popcorn apparently is a carbohydrate. I guess that's true. If you put absolutely nothing on it. All right, we needed to have 200 gold, so actually, oh, I didn't want to play this again, but you get to see it again because I hit the wrong button. So the things change. There's a lot of them. Let's continue to pick up carbohydrates. Please, can I go through here? Dash Daniels, let me summon a wrong thing for you. I also had never seen that donut before today. I have not found a vending machine that is in. There's like a couple of things, having played this a few more times. I was like, what is this? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Let me pick up the wrong thing so you can see me summon another mummy. Oh, good. Now there's 2 of them. What everyone wanted. Can we talk about again, though, how the music in this game has no business being this good? Whoever they hired to compose, please let me out. Oh my god, where are you going? Up. Whoever they hired to compose this, I don't know who it is, but they're great. They are fantastic. Excuse my coughs. I'm going to try not to do it too much, but I am going to be talking a lot. Right, so now that we've done that, we are here with this enormous mummy for some reason. Oh my god, Dash Daniels, stand up, please. These things are intended to have you avoid the little blobs. All you can do is hang on them, and then when you try to press jump, you fall. It's not a very good mechanic, but it's there. We're just gonna avoid this guy by going, oh my god, please. By going over around here, and we're gonna go buy the other thing. Oh my god, as I wait for this fellow to go. We're gonna go buy the other thing that we need to be successful in this game. Although there are 3 buttons in this game, because you can press 1 and 2, they only use 2 of them, which is really annoying because jump and action are the same button. And so a lot of times you'll see me try to, like, avoid an enemy and instead, like, talk to someone.
You look upset, young Dash. Maybe you miss your mummy. I have something you need. A comfy bedroll.
That's true.
Just 200 gold coins.
Yes, we do need to purchase the bedroll because, yes, there is also a sleep mechanic in this game. We have to make sure that Dash Daniels is a healthy lad and feed and sleep him at appropriate times. Apparently, though, if you feed him like a bunch of food, he doesn't sleep for most of the game. We're probably only going to sleep once. Not the best lesson, but that's cool. It's the 90s, I guess. Who needs buttons anyways? We've only got 2 and/or 3 of them. That's all you need. Who needs a start button like every other console before this one? That's the amulet of broccoli. Oh, Dash Daniels is hungry because we've been dawdling. So oh, please. Nope, I'm down here now. Sweet. Hello, get on the platform CDI. All right, where did I go? Great, let's feed that. Oh my god, yes, I know you are hungry, sir. The nice thing, oh my god, will you jump, please? Dash Daniels. The nice thing is that every animation basically cancels everything else out. So that, like, you saw that the scorpion attacked me, and because I was hungry, it did nothing. We will use that to my advantage a lot. Sometimes it will be to my disadvantage, but that's just the way the CDI goes. This game can arbitrarily kill you a lot. Normally, it is something I would like set up safety saves with ahead of time because you can save in this game, and the CDI has a real nice like memory system. Unfortunately, my CDI is so old that, and this is true of every CDI, the timekeeper chips are all dying, and so when I turn my CDI off, you know, it's like your battery on your Dreamcast or Saturn being dead. It deletes everything. Unfortunately, it's a timekeeper chip, and so I need to get that fixed. There are several ways to do this.
Aunt Olivia's in a cell upstairs. Aunt Two plans to feed her to Sebek the crocodile.
Oh, not Sebek. So, you know, here we go. Look at this. A pyramid map system. How nice of them. It's like a museum, I guess. We're on the bottom here, and we're going to a new food area. So you'll see that the decor is about to change. Let's go ahead and use the amulet of broccoli. If you thought I was lying, I was not. And this apparently only kills flying creatures. I don't know why, but this area is annoying enough that we'll do this. Boink. And now, the pyramid there tells us that we're in the vegetable area. How nice. So as I was saying, if you need to repair a CDI, which if you want to purchase a CDI, first, don't. Secondly, you will need to repair it. There are 2 options with the timekeeper chip. One is to get a desoldering gun and flip the, take it apart and flip the board over. We're shooting carrots now, by the way. Another option is just to Dremel half the chip and install a mod that lets you use a regular battery, which I don't know which one is worse, but those are your options there. All right, so we're gonna try to go through this door now, and look at this. Oh, an error sound. We can't go through the door. Well, maybe something with Utna, or Antu's head. Huh. Also, same error sound. Oh, great. That was the solution. Cool. Thank you for telegraphing that so well, CDI. I appreciate you. Okay, I'm gonna make my first save here because I have no safety saves, as I mentioned, and this game scares me. So we're gonna go ahead and save the game. If you try to load a slot with no save, it unceremoniously dumps you to the CDI loading screen, which is also super fun. So, do I still have my carrot shooter? Yes. So as I mentioned, oh please, you've seen all the backgrounds have changed to land of the vegetables. And as we go down here, we're going to play a second minigame very soon, but not before we get the item we'll be using for like 90% of the game. Gonna go down here. Puzzles. Yeah, there are not very many puzzles in this game. So this just like yeets us out so fast that the camera can't even track us. And look at this, it's a snake. Is it an enemy? No, it's not. It's an item. In fact, it's everyone's favorite rope snake. And how does one use a rope snake, you ask? By vomiting it up. Are you ready? Wharf. There we go. Dash Daniels, I'm smacking my microphone, excuse me. This lovely animation as well. Just whar. It's the worst part of the speedrun because you just have to very slowly climb up things. There are several other screens that are like this that we won't see. They have no purpose. You just fall down a pit and there's nothing at the bottom of them. I wonder if like you have to stand on this like exact pixel also to get through that door. If you're a little bit over, you cannot go through it. But I wonder if some of those like random pits like backups for the rope snake, if you didn't get it here and somehow like get through the game without picking it up. You'd also think this would be a door. Nope, it's not. But we've got a giant slot machine, so let's check this out. A third mini game. Now you might look at this and be like, wow, this is useless. This 5 things? What are we could be sitting here for days? Nay, because this is not a regular slot machine, it's an educational slot machine. And the question is, how many food groups do you see? Now, because we're playing this in the second part of the pyramid, there are only 2 food groups represented, and because there are 5 of them, you can just park yourself on 2, and 99% of the time, you will get 10 gold. It's delightful. Now, I have had it happen once or twice where I've gotten only 1 food group, and then it takes 10 gold away from you, but this is the safe bet. Yup. I'm just gonna do this a few more times. Yep, see, we got 2 veggies. 2 is the answer. I don't know why this is an educational game and why they also don't know how slot machines work. It's pretty silly. 2. Alright, so now that we've been again yeeted out of that slot machine as if we transcended to a different dimension, let's go talk to our auntie. Hi, Olive.
Thanks, Dash. Here, take this vitamin power ball I found.
Heck yeah.
I'll catch up with you later.
She just pieces out. She was allegedly was kidnapped, but maybe we opened the door for her and that lets her out. She does not thank us, unless she said thanks Dash right at the beginning. So maybe that's it. But for being trapped in this pyramid, she sure does run around a lot of it, and like we pursue her the entire time. We're gonna buy all sorts of healthy things. God, that slide whistle's loud. Oh, I don't want that, which is good, because I can't buy anything more. No candy corn for me. This game is really weird. I'm gonna keep saying that a lot. It's delightful, but it's very strange. I just don't know why this game is my question. Okay, now, this game just got a lot easier because this thing will attach to anything, so we don't need to run through the rest of this. We just use the item they gave us to sequence break the game as much as we can. It's pretty fun. I'm gonna go up here. We could use it here, but we can also just jump up and press the action button again. Jump and/or action. Okay. Hi, Antu. I don't know why he's named Antu, except that's an anagram for tuna, so maybe. But, like, the other dude was not... Oh, he was tofu. Yeah, so maybe. Maybe that's what they're doing. Atsap is pasta backwards, as I mentioned. I don't know what Dash Daniels is, like a dash of salt, maybe? I don't know. He's just a guy. He's a little dude. Okay, this room is terrible and kills me a lot, so I'm once again going to save here. Please. Save game. I also like how it does not say, like, good job, you saved it. It just closes the window and you pray. Seems to be the way. Ow, see, as I mentioned. God, I hate this section. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. We're climbing now. Great. I'm gonna go ahead and even though it's, oh, we want to use the vitamin Powerball. I've never used this strategy before. There it is. Get your 7 numbers ready. Please, Dash Daniels, move. Okay, we only got 5 shots for this, but this now kills things in 1 hit. Oh, well, that was oh no, I did it. Hi, Mozart.
Find the magic still stone, then catch up with Aunt Olivia in the Corridor of Doom.
I don't know where the Corridor of Doom is. It's never mentioned again. There's like several options. I guess also the one that she's like standing in is one of the options, so maybe that's it. But it would have been nice to have known. What the heck you talking about? Or maybe they cut it. That's a possibility also. All right, here's our third mini game. It's identify what the food is. And once again, there's only 2 options, so we're just gonna move up and down from here and pick the correct one. Because the mouse is terrible, this actually can be a little bit challenging sometimes because you have to be like very precise about where you're gonna be. But you can see in the top, it's telling you what it is. It took me a minute when I first saw this to figure out what the heck I was supposed to do because I was trying to go click on the thing that was flashing. I was like, croissant, it's there. But that's not what they want you to do. They want you to identify what it is. We've done it. What a great mini game. 3 down. Ooh, 4 down, actually. I think we've only got there's only 1 left. My least favorite. This is the still stone we were supposed to find. And this is the really poorly marked exit right here. Please. Yeah. Oh, no. Dash Daniels. Poorly marked and finicky. You would think it's the giant hole below you, but it's not. Oh.
There you are, brat.
He found us.
Your aunt got away, but my pets will take care of you.
Uh-oh.
Don't bet on it, creep.
Dash Daniels has to have a quip after every time Ontu talks to us. It's great. And they get progressively more 90s. It's phenomenal. I'm gonna save here a lot because I'm scared. This game will just kill you sometimes. I will say the backgrounds in this game are really good. Like I like actually all the enemy character design. I hate Dash Daniels' design. I think he looks Uncanny Valley as possible. But all the other enemies I think are charming. And all of the, oh my god, see, this is why this game just hates you. We're also in the Fruit Land now. I think that like the art direction in this game is phenomenal. That hole just sends you into a hole of nothing, and it's a lie, so we're not going to go down it. But we are going to pick up this vitamin Powerball in the snake's mouth. And now we're going to feed Dash Daniels because we have to. Okay, so let's give him some yogurt. Let's give him, we gotta feed him all the food groups. Keep him as healthy as possible. Like I said, good art direction, good music. This is a very playable game. I think this game is more playable than Faces of Evil in terms of like how it controls and stuff. And Wand of Gamelon. If you've only ever played the remasters, you know, the fan remasters for those, there's a lot of quality of life stuff in that. That's not in the original CDI version. Those games are really tough to play. I don't remember what I fed him, but this seems fine. Okay, is this where the Sphinx is? I think so. Oh, this is the room full of snakes. These snakes will do 1 full damage, and they're terrible. So I'm going to freeze them, because they scare me. These are the most Disney-looking snakes I've ever seen. Excuse me. I'm gonna go ahead and buy the food that I've just gotten rid of. This plate of cooked shrimp, this will surely keep in my rucksack. No problems there. Everyone wants raisins. Oh, I can't though. I'm out of room. Oh well. Again, just yeets us out. That's like my favorite thing. All right, stop, snakes. Oh look, they're connected. It's the snake room. It warned us. It did warn us. Okay, where am I now? Jungle room? This is where the Sphinx is. He's looking like an animal cracker himself. Like this cookie-ass Sphinx. Please! Oh my god, yep, I'm in trouble. Oh my lord, what do I want to do? I want to murder, and now I want to talk to him. Please.
I am hungry.
He's hungry. Okay, we must feed him. I like how there's a statue of him behind himself. I don't really know what's going on yet. That's in every room that you see him. You might think that milkshake was a mistake, but the milkshake is pot of dairy. I accidentally played the Pac-Man pot in the dairy section earlier today, and things that were okay for the dairy section were ice cream, a milkshake, and something else. I was like, that should not be. This food pyramid obsession of the 90s was real weird. That seems like, I mean, cool. Didn't realize that was all good.
Thanks, Dash.
You're welcome.
For that healthy meal, I reward you with better health.
With that healthy meal of 7 random things could all be bread, you now get full health. Excellent. So you can see he's upgraded our health, which is really helpful, and refilled it, because there's only 2 ways to refill your health, and that was one of them right there. So this game is kind of hard when you're first learning it. Once you know that you can just sort of jump over everything and you start learning how to avoid things, it's not so bad. Okay, we're gonna skip this because we've seen it. Goodbye. Whoa! Oh my god. Please! Through this giant red door! Don't get me. Don't stay away. I guess that's like fat? I don't know what those blobs are. You can't kill them to my knowledge. Oh, let's pick up some more ammo because I probably wants it. There's a real fun face coming up here. I don't know why this is in the game. But there it is! This game is so strange. There's so little known about it. It's so odd. It's such a weird game. I've found 4 developers for this, one of which is Animation Magic. I really, this fat crocodile is my favorite in the game. We are going to go ahead and, oh, owie. Oh my god, this is just summoning crocodiles. What is happening? I need to save after this. So this is the same as before, except now it's gotten harder because A, we need to feed him fruit, and remember that's the level we're on, and B, now there are enemies blocking our way. So that's how this gets harder every time. We will see this a 3rd time, and there will be 2 enemies instead of 1. It's very annoying. But we're done with it. We've played it again. Okay, now I'm running away from these crocodiles. Oh, please. I might be able to jump off this apple. No. I think I can bounce off of a enemy to get up there, but we'll just use a friendly neighborhood rope snake, as one does. Oh. And through this door we go. I'm gonna save, because now I'm scared. When you get down to about 1.5 life, you're really, like, it's starting to get dicey. I think I can get through this room, especially if I use these. We'll take the safe route. The speedrun for this game so far, other than like the 2 places I can jump through things, is mostly just like run through it. It's pretty fun. Oh my lord. Goodbye. Oh, why do you keep respawning? Into the apple room I go. Was that the corridor of doom? It might have been. That was a corridor. Is this the corridor of doom? It could be. Doesn't seem very doomy to me. The previous one seemed a little scarier. Ow! Why are you hitting me? Freaking rats! Maybe this is it, because Aunt Olivia's here. Let's talk to her. I have to stand directly in front of her.
Must separate, Dash. It will double our chances of destroying Antu's curse. It's our only hope.
We must separate, Dash, says the lady I've seen twice in this entire game. Okay, thank you for the tip. Appreciated. I will continue to do what I've been doing. All right, now what? Oh, here comes Antu.
So you and your ants think you can stop me? Antu,
This is the longest.
Master of evil.
The longest.
Well, you're wrong, you little bug. Wrong, wrong, wrong.
So extra.
Chill out, evil pharaoh dude.
When you're 90s protagonist of the most, like, 90s possibility ever tells you you need to chill out, you know you're being extra. Okay, we're gonna rope snake our way up this because we actually have to. Once again, this very handy, oh my god, go away, bat. This very handy museum guide is telling us we are now leaving the fruit area and moving into the land of meats, and where everyone wants to be. I like this anchor that's here for reasons that I have absolutely no idea. You can't do anything with it. I don't even think you can hook onto it. Here's a hippo, everyone's favorite meat. That doesn't bode well. But here we are in Meatland. Again, flamingos. This is the worst jump in the game. I should have saved. I hate this thing. Oh my lord. Okay, I'm gonna need to save now. Go up, please. Oh, 1.5 health is real dicey. Let me talk to you, cat.
Aunt Olivia got past Antu's pets. He's using all his powers to recapture her. We've got to hurry.
I think there is a very good chance that Dash is the voice actor for Link. I just have no proof of it. This nice decorative thing that has appeared a couple of times is actually a minigame, and it's my least favorite minigame. Because you're just supposed to shoot your slingshot with whatever these are and hit protein. But there's so many things in the way that I just do this. Try not to lose money and just get out of this as fast as possible. Great, we did it. I think we broke even. We done. 5th minigame played. 96%. All right, we're gonna save because I'm terrified. That's here. Okay, am I going to die on this? I die on this so frequently. Does not look like it would be a problem, but that is the worst jump in the game. It is so easy to miss whatever it is arbitrarily decided is the solid part of that platform, and it takes off a health if you fall into that abyss. It's the worst. I do not like it. Here's a random lobster claw. This does not seem... darn it, crocodile. And a rat. This does not seem like the most hygienic food pyramid I've ever seen, but what do I know? I'm just a cat. Oh my god, there's so many things here. I don't actually know if I've eaten anything yet, but we're gonna check. I have. All right, good. Here's some raw clams. That's gonna go well. And a soft shell crab. And an egg. What are all... and some corn. Some uncooked corn, which we cannot get. What are all the worst foods we could have this child carry in this pyramid with him? I've bought a lot of them. Alright, up through here. This time it's a door. Yeah, there's so little information about this game. Where do I go? Up? Yes. Please don't bite me. That hole in the ground, again, just throws you into a giant empty screen, and I don't know why it exists, other than to irritate me. There's 2 of them. There's another hole later, but it has a vending machine, so that at least has a purpose. Here is a, here's a taiga with the mouth of a bee. Also, again, don't know why that exists. And a Russian nesting doll. I don't know what's happening. I think, to me, it feels like they may be running out of budget and time, so that's my guess, but your guess is as good as mine. This is the hottest room in the game. We're done. This is all the second hottest room.
Bug, you and your aunt are trying my patience.
Uh-oh.
I'll take care of her soon, but I'm going to squash you flat with these boulders.
Not the boulders.
I like to rock, but this is ridiculous.
It's the most 90s response ever. Also, there are your boulders, but we have to stop because Dash Daniels is sleepy, so we use the bedroll. And here's our sleeping sequence, just in the middle of all of the enemies. I don't think he drops an F-bomb. So you see this bar going across. If you look in the menu, we're almost gonna get it, but not quite. I can tell by the speed. If you look in the menu, there's a recommended daily value of all of your different food groups, and if you feed Dash Daniels that number of each thing, it will go all the way to the end, and it will replenish your health. We unfortunately did not do that, so I'm in the land of scared life, but that's okay. We're gonna avoid these boulders, and we're gonna go up here. That's the only other way to replenish your health. He just zonks out in the middle of all the enemies. What is this, a Dungeons and Dragons game? Like, what are we doing here? I'm gonna save because I'm terrified again. 1 health is pretty dicey. I did earlier today in my practice, I did a significant portion on half a health, and I died a couple of times, but, so I think I know where all of the good save things are. We're in the land of milk now. Enjoy your milk.
Olivia's still loose, Dash. Antu plans to feed you and Aunt Olivia to Sebek as soon as he catches you.
I keep talking about that, but I keep just feeding Sebek myself instead. I don't know what's going on with that giant crocodile that I never see. We never see him. This milk is for you. Oh, jeez. What am I doing here? Oh, please. Crying a lot. Yeah, let's go through this door. Anubis, thank you. Good to go. Okay, this is the land of blobs again. I'm gonna skip that because we've done it. I am, however, scared of these blobs, please. Yeah, thanks, guy. Thumbs up, we did it. Whoa, I'm in trouble. I'm gonna go ahead and take a death and load. We'll go back a little bit, but it's better than being half health for most of this. God, this game is scary sometimes. He didn't even fall down. Usually when he dies, he falls down and looks cranky. Okay, we're just back here. That's not too bad. Let's see if I can get through this without getting injured. Talk to Mozart again.
Olivia's still loose, Dash. Antu plans to feed you and Aunt Olivia to Sebek as soon as he catches you.
On the loose? Why are you saying loose? Aren't you like free? Do you work for Antu? Seems suspicious. I'm gonna save now because this room is terrible. Nope, not new game. Don't want to do that. That would be unfortunate. I'd be definitely overestimate at that point. And honestly, do any of us want to see this twice in a row? I know I do. It's not for me. I run it. Sometimes I don't even want to see this once in a row, so I do. I wouldn't blame you for being like, no, I don't think so. I'm gonna nope out of that one. Again, this music is so good. Well, I guess I'll just hang out here. That's fine. Yeah, thank you, man. I'm so glad. Look at this. He believes in us. That's really nice. Oh, please. Okay. Hey, look.
Only 250 gold coins will get you another box of worm-whacking wheels, Dash. Special sale today just for you.
Remember when we first bought these and they were like 75? He does appear in the middle somewhere. I keep missing where he is, but he tries to sell them to us for 200 in the middle too. I don't think I've actually eaten yet. And so like, you'll also notice like if you haven't eaten very well, when Dash wakes up, he'll be hungry immediately, but because we didn't have like full nutrition, but we had like 2/3 nutrition. He's not hungry yet because his belly was full when he went to bed. I'm sure he will be hungry soon. Keep on trucking, little dude. Yeah, thanks. He has a bucket. Oh no, they are stealing my bucket. All right, we're getting pretty close to the end of this game. We have one more. I'm gonna save here because again, this is another room that I hate. We have one more Sphinx to feed, and then we'll be getting to the top of the pyramid. Ah, see, this is why I saved. Oh my good lord. I'm gonna try this with half a health, but this is probably a mistake.
Aunt Olivia's waiting for you upstairs.
Great, good talk. Once again, I think they have run out of time and budget. Why is that in the game? Did the contract say 7 voice lines and you ran out of script writing time? I just don't understand a lot of this game. Oh, please. These things like to punch me as I kill them, which I don't like very much. I'm pushing this a little bit. This is a little dicey. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, my good God. We're in trouble, please. I have to talk to the Sphinx. Oh, my lord. Oh, nope. Running away from this. Ah! This is too many enemies. Please. Okay, we're clearing. We're talking. Maybe. Sphinx.
I am hungry.
Please, please, please. Once again, there's the statue of him behind himself. It's very meta. Let's just feed him lots of stuff. He can have the raw clams. That's probably good for a Sphinx, right? Okay, so this will give us 5 health, which that makes us good for the rest of the game. I really I need to find a way to like get the Red Book audio for this game because it's very good. It's very good.
Thanks, Dash. For that healthy meal, I reward you with better health.
Yeah. Fight. Get up, Dash Daniels, or open your menu, Dash Daniels. I've actually never gotten him to, like, complain about the food I've given him, but I've also never tried to, like, feed him garbage. I don't actually know what happens. I don't think I've ever even tried to, like, feed him 7 of the same thing. It takes 7 to, 7 things for him to be happy. Things to experiment with. There's still more to learn about this game. I think my playthroughs of this might be the longest playthroughs that exist on the internet, to be honest.
Antu almost caught Aunt Olivia, but she managed to slip away. Now he's sending his minions after you.
Oh no. Sorry. I forget there's a plot to this game sometimes. I just kind of space out on the things that are not too goofy.
Your aunt may have gotten away, but you won't, twerp.
Uh-oh.
You're such a happy-go-lucky guy, Antu.
Yeah, you told him, Dash. Alright, so now we're in the hallway of pelicans and vultures for some reason. Oh, I still have the rope snake. Nice. I don't know why these are the enemy choices, but here they are. In all of their, once again, very Disney glory for you. Dash Daniels must feed. So we feed Dash Daniels. We are very close to the end of the game. Alright, we're gonna do, I don't know, let's just feed him a couple things. If you don't feed him enough, or like, I'm presuming, I don't know. But if you don't feed him like a variety of things, he gets hungry again very quickly. So I do like to overfeed him, but I have noticed that if you overfeed him in one category, then you will not hit your like optimal sleep thing either. So don't overfeed your child either, I suppose. That snowman nose we gave him. Again, can we talk about how good this soundtrack is? Listen to that flute. That's some synthy goodness. I love CD audio, and they really nail it with this. All right, we're in the top of the pyramid, which, if you look at the pyramid, it says you should use it sparingly, but boy howdy, you would not know it, because this is the most vile section of the pyramid to have ever existed. They really do not want you eating any of these things. So, a little bit missing the mark on your own message, food pyramid game, but what are you gonna do? It's the CDI, Charlie. Forget it, Charlie, it's the CDI. It was close. It's my console, my media player, my console, my media player. Ow. I really want to know who the composer is. Okay, we're gonna go off this giant cake and go down over here. And, oh, no, this is the wrong door. I went the wrong way. We're gonna go back through the door. There's a vending machine at the bottom of this, but we don't need it. We're gonna cross the cake one more time. Go to the other side. Da, 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 da. Hopefully not fall in this hole and lose a bunch of health. Through this bonbon door. Or acorn. That's... I don't know what that is. Oh.
Get him, my pets! Get him!
Dash Daniels, too distracted by enemies and falling boulders, has no pithy rejoinder. Nah. That was a Frisky Dingo quote. Always quote your sources if you have them. Alright, we're close. There's another vending machine. We're ignoring that. Here are some hands. What's up, Sphinx? And we go through this door. And we are here at the final boss. So we are going to ascend here and hopefully make this first jump, which is the hardest jump in the game. Don't know why this is so hard. It's partially because there's like 10,000 enemies wanting to harass me here. Harangue. But I miss it so many times. It is the worst. Let's try this. Ow. Let's try this again. I swear to, I guess I should maybe save if I get to a certain health level, but we're gonna not do that yet. Yeah, I made it. Okay, now we climb up here. That didn't do anything. We're gonna jump over here. We're gonna climb up here. And here he is, Antu himself, the final boss of this game. And here we have, friends, a CDI mystery. You'll note there is a door here. We cannot go through it. You know there is a boss here. No matter what I do, we cannot damage it. I do not know how to beat this game. And as far as I can tell, neither does anyone on the internet. I have found 3 references to people talking about this final boss of the game. One of them is in the CDI Discord server, which is someone asking, hey, I got to the final boss of the game. Does anyone know how to beat it? Which no one replied to 3 years ago, or recently when I quoted it and asked if anyone had beaten it. There is a review of this game which says, I got to the final boss, and I don't know how to beat it. Does anyone know how to beat it? And then there is a reference to this in a alternate reality forum where the SNES CD existed, where someone mentioned the game being easier to beat, and I joined that forum and messaged that person, and they said, I'm sorry, I just found the article that said it wasn't beatable. I'd never played this game before. So, nobody knows how to beat this game. If you know how to beat this game, can you please tell me? I would like to see if there is an ending cutscene. I have tried so many things to beat. This is why this is the 96% category. I've tried so many things to beat this game. I have tried eating all the good foods and sleeping in front of him. No. I have tried loading up on these power balls and hitting him with them. It does not work. I have not tried unloading 100 candies to him. Now, the only thing I can think of with this being an animation magic game, we do have one item. We do have one item that I have not been able to find. And if you know Wand of Gamelon and Faces of Evil, then you know that the way to beat that game is to use a single item on the last boss and it immediately defeats him. So there might be this might be somewhere. There is also a possibility this game is not beatable. It was never sold at retail. It was given away. It clearly ran out of development time. It might not be beatable, and I have looked up who developed it. Unfortunately, the lead developer has passed away. One of the other 3 people they mention is Animation Magic, which is an entire studio. And there's really not a lot of options. Yeah, you can't feed him anything either. I don't know. I have not been able to figure out how to play this game. There is one unused sprite that does look like Dash Daniels, like, puking his guts out. And I did load up my entire inventory with brownies and angel food cake and feed them to Dash Daniels here, 1 in a row. He did not throw up. I did not beat the game. I tried it last night. So if anyone knows how to beat this game, I would like to beat this game so we could officially put a speedrun page together for it. So I will say a couple things with this. It does require the digital video cartridge, which means you either need to have I haven't tested it, but it shouldn't run on the Mista because they haven't gotten DVC implemented yet. And it doesn't run in MAME, the same CDI. You either need to have an actual CDI or with a DVC, or the CDI emulator that has been in development for like 10, 15, 20 years. Excellent emulator. Does have DVC support and will run this. It takes a little bit to set up. You have to like dump a DVC cart and dump your CDI-ROM. The other caveat with that right now is that it's had a free year-long beta that has expired. The developer is going to be putting up a new, at some point, it's a hobby for him that he's been working on for like 10 or 15 years. So at some point, there will be a new beta for the year that will appear, and you'll be able to do it again. You're welcome to purchase the emulator if that's the thing you'd like to do. It's been a labor of love that has really, the fact that DVC emulation is working at all should be supported. It's amazing, especially for preservation, because a lot of these games need to be seen. He is working on a 6.0 release that will be coming out sometime this year as well. That will break a lot of things, but his hope is that it will really help with DVC emulation in the future. So keep an eye out on that. The CDI community is great. There's not a ton of us, but with the Mista implementation, more and more people are getting interested in this silly little system. I love it. I kind of bought it on a whim several years ago just to do a stream with it, and I've fallen in love with it. Again, every single game I've played on it is worth checking out. There's really a very few duds because it was just so ahead of its time. So yeah, that's Pyramid Adventures, and yes, it being unplayable is entirely the way of the CDI. All right, my friends, we got Lester coming up next. I got to do a little shift over, get some water in me, and but we'll do that. Run's gonna be a lot shorter, so stick around for some more jank action. Thanks RGLTV for this great weekend and this this wonderful event and for letting me play these silly games. You can kick me out whenever you want.